Hey football fans, thanks for joining me for today's episode of Breaking Wax. I'm the football guy and I collect football cards. This is my show where I add to my collection by opening packs from the past. So today we'll be reviewing 6 packs of 1990 Fleer Premier Edition from this week's 1 Minute Pack Break videos. Now let's get into it. Okay, just a reminder that we're going to review the 6 pack breaks featured on this week's daily episodes of my 1 Minute Pack Break series. So if you want to see the actual pack breaks, check the links in the description. Now let's get into the numbers. Okay, let's take a look at some of these numbers. This week we broke another 6 packs. Total purchase price for those packs were $8.58. Looking for a return on my investment of 25%, which would be a $10.73 valuation. Our actual card valuation came in at just over $112, which means our ROI valuation increase came in at just over 1,200%, which is really fantastic. We ripped open 90 cards. Cost per card came out to 10 cents. The value per card came out to $1.25. And out of all 6 packs, we got 6 Hall of Fame cards. So that's the weekly summary. Let's get into our daily summary here. All right, so Saturday here we had a 1,300% increase with a total card value of $20.32. We pulled 2 Hall of Famers, which were Joe Montana and Andre Reed. So a couple good cards there. We also pulled Bo Jackson card, which is pretty cool. Charles Mann. Eric Metcalf, I like, Louis Lips. So quite a few pretty good cards there. That was Saturday. We get into Sunday over here and at a 950% increase on our return. So we came in at about $15 actual card valuation. We didn't pull any Hall of Famers here. We did pull a Keith Jackson card. That was pretty cool. Tom Tupa, he was a quarterback and a punter, which was interesting. James Hasty I kind of liked when I was growing up. So a couple of decent cards here. Brian Brennan was pretty good. David Little was okay. We pulled another Andre Bruce, and of course we pulled the infamous checklist. So that was fun too. So that was Sunday. We'll take a look at Monday's cards here. Came back with a almost 2,200% increase on my investment there with a value of $32.85. We pulled 1 Hall of Fame card, which was Troy Aikman, so pretty cool there. Al Toon, pretty good receiver. Vance Johnson, the same. Harris Barton was a good offensive lineman. Kelvin Martin, he was okay. Sean Landeta, yeah, nothing else really there. So pretty good overall there. That was Monday. We're going to take a look at Tuesday now. So on Tuesday, came back with just over 1,000% increase with a 1674 total card valuation. 1 Hall of Famer, which was Joe Montana, so we got a duplicate there. We did pull this Montana Rice combo card, which I guess I would consider a Hall of Fame card, even though it wasn't in my lookup, so I would consider that another one. Pulled another checklist here. Ray Horton, pretty decent card to pull. John Stevens, I thought, was a decent player as well. Another Charles Mann, and that's about it out of this pack. So that was Tuesday. Let's get into Wednesday over here. Wednesday we had 800% increase, 1344 valuation. Pulled another 2 Hall of Famers. Sam Mills and Art Monk were the Hall of Famers we pulled. Carl Mecklenburg, another good player that we pulled there. Let's see, Steve Walsh, just okay. Drew Hill wasn't bad. Keena Turner, not bad. Reggie Langhorne, I liked him as a player growing up as well. So that was Wednesday. And then Thursday to wrap up the week, came in at 869% increase. We've got a 1387 card valuation. No Hall of Famers. And again, a lot of the same names, right? So Cedric Jones, Broderick Thomas, all these guys, Gil Bird, Drew Hill, Keena Turner, Stephon Page, Reggie Langhorne. These are all doubles from the previous pack. So nothing special here. We pulled a Reggie Roby, who was a pretty good punter. Anthony Carter was a pretty good receiver there. So that's where we are with the numbers. Let's go ahead and take a look at our cards. Okay, let's take a look at the cards here. This is pack 1. We've got Jeff Dellenbach, Lionel Manuel, Louis Lips, Jim Everett, Eric Metcalf, Leonard Griffin, Mike Rozier, Charles Mann, Louis Billups, Orson Mobley, Arthur Cox, Harvey Armstrong, Bo Jackson, Andre Reed, and Joe Montana. So again, we have the 2 Hall of Famers there, Joe Cool and Andre Reed. And I thought Bo Jackson here was a good card as well. Put him out as well. So that was a pretty good pull there. The rest of these guys are just Charles Mann. I thought he was a pretty good player too. We'll put him out there. Mike Rozier, and you know, these guys. Eric Metcalf, he was just fun to watch. I don't think he was spectacular or anything like that, but for the Browns teams, he was pretty good. Jim Everett was a decent quarterback. Louis Lips, I thought he was a serviceable wide receiver. He wasn't anything special, but he was pretty good. And you know, I do like these cards quite a bit. The only thing I don't like about these cards is this crazy football they have down here, the silver football. It just looks weird all stretched out like that. You know, and I do appreciate they put some stats on here, more than 1 year, which is good. You know, the extra picture on the back is, you know, is what it is, but I would sacrifice that for more information about the players. So overall, I like this deck pretty well, or this set of cards. Very nice, and 2 Hall of Famers, 2 other really good players, so can't complain too much about the first pack here. All right, pack number 2, we've got our checklist. Rich Gannon was a decent player. Jeff Hostetler, he wasn't bad either. David Little was decent. Brian Brennan, a decent receiver there. Pete Manley, Chip Lohmiller, Jason Buck. James Hasty, like I said, I always kind of rooted for him a little bit there. Tom Tupa, I thought he was interesting just because he could punt as well. Mark Carrier, Joe Nash. There's a Keith Jackson. That's probably the biggest hit I had out of the pack. Tight end for the Eagles, Jerry Ball. So no Hall of Famers there, but we've had some pretty decent players in there. Pack number 3, Don Warren, Lee Williams, Anthony Toney, Scott Studwell. I mean, that's an awesome name for a linebacker, Studwell. Sean Landetta, Jerry Gray, Calvin Martin, Harris Barton. He was a good offensive lineman for the 49ers. Steve Folsom. Vance Johnson was a pretty good wide receiver. Al Toon was as well. Camarillo, Ron Hall, James Jefferson, and then, of course, Troy Aikman, our Hall of Fame card there. So pretty pleased to pull that one, but only 1 in the pack. So on to set number 4, or pack number 4 here. Leonard Griffin, Mike Rozier, Charles Mann. We got a duplicate there, right? Louis Billups. You see a lot of these are doubles. All of these guys here. Arthur Cox, Armstrong. Blair Thomas is new. John Stevens, I liked him. Ray Horton. Tim Harris. Checklist. Terry Hogue. Here's the double card, the Rice, Montana. So I would consider that a Hall of Famer card there. And then we also had a duplicate of Joe Montana. So another Joe Montana, I'll take it. I do like the Rice, Montana card as well. So that was pretty cool. Glad to have that in the collection. So, all right, pack number 5. Reggie Langhorne, Stephon Page, Keena Turner was decent. Drew Hill, Bruce Reimers, Gil Bird, Clarence Verdon, Broderick Thomas, Cedric Jones, James Thornton, Steve Walsh, Ed Reynolds. There's your Carl Mecklenburg. I thought he was a pretty good linebacker for the Broncos. Art Monk, Hall of Famer there. And Sam Mills. I thought he was really good linebacker for the Saints back when they had all those linebackers there. So 3 pretty good cards there out of that pack. Happy to get a couple Hall of Famers there. But let's get into pack number 6. All right, pack number 6 here. We've got Anthony Carter, good receiver. Reggie Roby was a good punter for the Dolphins. Greg Townsend, Raul Allegre, Tim Johnson, Mike Welcher, Leonard Smith. Here comes some doubles. Reggie Langhorne, Stephon Page, Keena Turner, Drew Hill, Gil Bird, Clarence Verdon, Broderick Thomas, and Cedric Jones. So basically, 2/3 of the pack, doubles. But what are you going to do? So some decent cards. If you guys are interested in any of these doubles that I got, hit me up in the messages or send me an email. My email's on my About page, and I'll see if I can get them out to you. So there you go. Thanks for joining me for this week's Breaking Wax. Let me know in the comments how many Hall of Famers you pulled from one pack. Don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tell a friend. Stay safe. I'll see you next time.